This is Will. Today talking about the all-weather portfolio. It's introduced by Ray Dalio, and but I'm gonna call it the four-season portfolio because no, I little bit modified and I do my way. I'm follow his rule, and then I started using that theory. I'm using the vertical investment, and I show you the how much they bring the return. So before we go to the all-weather portfolio, or I say four-season portfolio, we need to check the economic cycle. So economic cycle is basically or some people say business cycle. So business, going up and down and going up again. So basically there's four stages. One is the expansion, that means the growth time, and then peak is the maximum time of growth, and then contraction means the business going down, and drop means the going back again. So if I explain more details now here, okay, number one, during the expansion phase, the economic experience relatively rapid growth, and interest rate trend to be low like this today, and production increase and inflation pressure build. So which means maybe next year or 2 year, 3 year, Fed said 2023 that we're gonna see the inflation pressure build more, right? And then finally, someday we're gonna be the peak. So the peak of the cycle is reached when growth hit its maximum rate. So peak growth typically creates some imbalance in the economy that need to be corrected. So after that, the correction occurs through the period of the contraction when growth slows, employment falls, and price stagnates. So this one is the 2008. It was clearly show, right, the economic recession time, the subprime mortgage crisis. So, and this time we can say 2020, the March. So you clearly see the contraction. And then the last stage, trough of the cycle is reached when economic hit a low point and growth begin to recover. So this is time to actually we living in this time and going to this one again, expansion again. So that's so it looks like the fourth season, like a springtime, summertime, and autumn time and winter time. So Ray Dalio say all weather portfolio, but to me, four season portfolio sounds better. So I'm using the four season portfolio instead of the all weather portfolio. Okay. Um, and so Ray Dalio, he wants his portfolio or his return of investment going not to follow these cycles. He want to do something like this line. So to do that, we cannot do only the risk-oriented portfolio or self return focus portfolio. So he choose in the middle way, and then he suggested a certain portfolio that's called all-weather portfolio. I call four-season portfolio. Okay, let's see. So this is four-season portfolio. So basically 5 element investment, and then the certain percent of stake we can achieve kind of returns. So number one is a TLT, is iShare 20 plus years treasury bond. So which means the long-term investment, long-term treasury bond. And VTI is a Vanguard index fund. This is a total stock market. So it's the in this ETF, the all kind of stocks here, thinking like that, kind of you can buy global market stock. I mean global stock market. And the other one is IEF, the iShare Trust iShare 7 to 10 year treasury bond. So it's the TLT is 20 plus over, so long term, and then IEF is a medium term bond. And GLD, basically you can thinking as gold. DBA is the agriculture fund, so it means grains and meat kind of things. So in my virtual investment, I started January 31st, 2020. So the total amount is the like $10,000, and then TLT is 40%, VTI 30%, IEF 15%, GLD 1.5%, and then DBA 7.5%. So it's a 20 plus year bond, total stocks 7 to 10 years with a medium term bond, gold, and grain and meat. So in that way, I follow the stake percent here, and then that your real money to invest in the virtual investment. So start from the January, and then when time to the October, no, I'm sorry, August. So it shows about the $800 return. That means the 8.3% gain, while S&P 500 shows a return only 4.8%. Dow Jones Industrial Average shows minus 1.9%, and Nasdaq 100 shows 21.8%. So it's kind of the better than S&P and the Dow Jones. So it kind of this 4-season portfolio working, right? So this is a more detail. So the 40% TLT become the gain about the 0.9% more, and then the following, the compared to that way, you can see the difference of the percent here, because the some growing more, some losing more, like here, the grain and meat DBA lost minus 8%. Others gain more, especially this time since from January to August. Gold shows more return. Oh, I'm sorry. Stocks shows more return. No, I'm sorry. Let me do it again. Actually, here gold shows the most return. Next thing is the TLT, long-term bond, and then medium bond and stock market shows bring the returns. So in this way, you can rebalance it, like back to the like 40% again, which means you need to sell the 0.9% again. Or this one is a little bit need about 1.5% add. This one sell 0.7%. This one need to pay more, and this one is this one sell more. This one need to buy more, and you can making back to this stake percent again. But my case, I just keep the same original the beginning stake, and then keep using the same portion to the more than 1 year, 2 year. So later on, I'm gonna compare with the other portfolio based on the different theory. So I keep the same stake, and then now it's October. So the 10 months, kind of 10 months investment, and then that individual stake here, and then that's the total gain for the individual stake. And this time the gold shows the more return, and then still the agriculture ETF DBA shows the minus return. But anyway, this one is 8.7%, so which means compared to the August is showing about 0.4% more growing. So it's not bad, right? And then see. Okay, now it's December 17 here. So from the January, it shows the individual returns of each each investment, and then still that's the beginning percent, right? The beginning state, and then so August it shows 8.3%, and then October it shows 8.7%, and today the December shows 10.6%. So it's working. So let's recap. So today is the December 17. So this one is is showing growth of the 4-season portfolio return, but compared to the Dow Jones and S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, this is a YTD, so it's almost like the same as the ME, right? And Dow Jones shows YTD 4%, and S&P 13%, Nasdaq is 38%. So as you said, you can see the S&P, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones is functionally more volatile than the 4-season portfolio. So 4-season portfolio go this way, and then Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq go more this way. They follow the more economic cycle, especially probably the Nasdaq more sensitive to the economic cycle, and then S&P 500, and then Dow Jones. So you can invest like the Nasdaq, S&P 500, and then you can enjoy your roller cost, or you can choose 4-season portfolio, and you can go to the one way, go up slowly. So that's all about 4-season portfolio virtual investment, and then I repeat it every 2 months. Thank you. Love once more. Thank you twice.